Good morning and a warm welcome to all my students of Standard 9th. Today we are going to begin with a new chapter in Maths 1, Chapter 5, Linear Equation in Two Variables. For example, x plus 2y is equal to 0. A is equal to 4b minus 7. X upon 3 plus y upon 5 is equal to 11. Y is equal to 5x plus 2. Observe the upper four equations. When we observe them, we can see two variables in each of these equations, and the degree of this equation is 1. The power, the order, the index value of each and every variable in the above equation is 1. These are the linear equations in two variables. Okay, so all four are the linear equations in two variables. These are called linear equation in two variables, as these are first degree equations because the degree of the variables are 1. So it is called as first degree equations and have two variables. These equations have infinitely many solutions. Means if we presume one value for one of the variable, accordingly we'll get the value for the next variable. So the value keeps changing as we according to the presumption of one of the variable. Let's see the standard form of linear equation in two variable, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a and b shouldn't be equivalent to 0. If a and b becomes 0, then what do we get? Or if any one of them becomes 0, then what will happen? Then that particular term will become 0. So then it will not remain as linear equation in two variable. If c is 0, the equation still remains the same, only the constant value goes away. So we'll get the value as reduced equation as ax plus by is equal to 0. It still remains the same. Still we have two variables and still the degree of this variables are 1 and remains linear equation in two variables. Let's recall about linear equation in two variable through a definition. An equation which contains two variables and the degree of each term containing variable is 1 is called a linear equation in two variables. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a general form of a linear equation in two variables where a, b, c are real numbers, and the criteria is, the condition is a and b should never be equivalent to 0 at same time. Let us see one example. 3x minus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0 is the general form of equation. 3x is equal to 4y minus 12. So 3x is equal to 4y minus 12. It's not in the general form. The variable of x comes first, followed by the variable of y, and then the constant number, and then it should be equivalent to 0. Okay, so this we have to modify into general form, and the modified form I have given before, that is 3x plus 4y from right hand side shifts onto the left hand side and becomes minus 4y, plus 12 from right hand side shifts on the left hand side and becomes plus y. So this is the general form of equation. In this equation, the index value of both the variable is 1. Hence, it is a linear equation. When we consider two linear equations in two variables simultaneously and we get unique common solution, then such set of equation is known as simultaneous equation. Methods of solving simultaneous equation. We have two methods of solving simultaneous equation. The very first method is elimination method and the second method is substitution method. But for you, substitution method is being deleted. Only we have left with one method, that is elimination method. So we will be solving the very first practice set by applying only one method, that is elimination method. Now let us begin with the very first practice set 5.1. Question number 1. By using variables x and y, form any five linear equation in two variables. Now this type of questions are called as open-ended questions. So students, you can write any equation of your choice. I have given few. You can write your own choice equations also. Answer. The following are five linear equations in two variables. X plus y is equal to 14. X minus y is equal to 9. 2x minus y is equal to 54. 3x minus 4y is equal to 15. And lastly, the fifth equation, 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. Students, now let us move on to question number 2. Write 5 solution of the equation x plus y is equal to 7. So you need to write 5 different solutions. Now this is again an open-ended questions wherein students, you can write any 5 different solution of your choice. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 6 because 1 plus 6 is 7 and the equation is x plus y is 7. So x is equal to 1, y is equal to 6 gives you 7. The second equation, so the second solution, x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 9. Plus minus, we always, if different signs are there, according to addition subtraction rule, we are always supposed to subtract and place the greater number sign. So here we have plus sign as well as minus sign. So we need to subtract. After subtraction, 9 minus 2, we always subtract the smaller number from the greater number. So 9 minus 2 will be 7 and sign of greater number here is plus 9. So answer will also have plus sign that will be plus 7. If x is equal to 10, y will be equivalent to minus 3. Why? Because 10 minus 3 is plus 7. So x plus y will be 10 plus inside the bracket minus 3 plus minus gets opened up. Plus into minus is minus. So it will be 10 minus 3 and 10 minus 3 will be plus 7. The fourth value, if x is equal to 4, y will be equivalent to 3 because 4 plus 3 is 7. And lastly, we have just altered the above value. If x is equal to 3, therefore y is equal to 4 and 3 plus 4 is again 7. So these are the 5 solutions. Now let us move on to question number 3. Now let us begin with question number 3. Solve the following sets of simultaneous equation. We are going to begin with the very first sub question now. That is x plus y is equal to 4 and 2x minus 5y is equal to 1. Now as we are going to follow elimination method, the very first step for elimination method is to locate the variable which you have to eliminate. You should always prefer to eliminate the variable which has opposite sign. So here when we compare equation 1 and 2, in equation 1, the variable x is plus x. It is x means it is 1x. In equation 2, variable x is 2x.
So both are plus 1x and plus 2x. Both are having same sign. Let's have a look at variable y. In the first equation, variable y is just y. It means it is plus 1y. Wherein in equation 2, y is minus 5y. So here it is plus 1, there it is minus 5. So which variable are we supposed to locate? It is the y variable because it has opposite sign. Okay. So we have to eliminate variable y. So let's begin with the solution. X plus y is equal to 4 is equation 1. 2x minus 5y is equal to 1 is equation 2. So which is the variable having opposite sign? It is variable y having opposite sign. So that was the first step. Now secondly, you have to equate the coefficient of variables having opposite sign. So here the variable with opposite sign is y and coefficient is plus 1 and minus 5. How do we equate them? It is always easy to increase the number and equate. So minus 5 we will keep it as it is because it is 5. Instead we will increase the coefficient of variable y in equation 1. So to increase it by 1 we have to multiply. So to increase the equation 1 by 5 we have to multiply 1 into 5 to get 5. So if we have to multiply y of equation 1, we have to multiply the entire equation 1 by 5. So multiplying equation 1 by 5, we get 5 into x is 5x plus 5 into y is 5y is equal to 5 into 4 is 20. So 5 4s is 20. Let's number this as equation 3. Now this equation 3 is the modified form of equation 1. And equation 2 remains as it is. So now for further solution, we are going to make use of equation 2 and equation 3, which is the modified form of equation 1. So the very next step is to eliminate the variable with opposite sign, okay, by equating. So we have equated the coefficient, now we have to eliminate them. So how do we eliminate? By adding both the equation. So now we are going to add equation 3 and 4. Sorry, equation 2 and 3. So when we add equation 2 and 3, what do we get? 5x plus 5y is equal to 20 is equation 3, which is the modified form of equation 1. Then 2x minus 5y is equal to y. 1 is equation 2. So let's add them. As you have learned, my dear students, in your lower standard in algebraic expression, we always add the like terms and we always subtract the like terms. Unlike that terms, we can neither add it nor we can subtract it. So 5x plus 2x will be 7x. Plus 5y minus 5y gets cancelled. So that's all about LHS. Now in RHS, what do we have? We have 20 and 1. So 20 plus 1 will be 21. So 7x is equal to 21. But are we supposed to find the value of 7x? No. So then x will remain there. 7 will move on to the other side. X here in LHS has multiplication relation. If it moves on to RHS, it becomes division relation. So 21 will be divided by 7. So 21 upon 7 will be 3. Because 21 and 7 both come in 7 table. 7 ones are 7, 7 threes are 21. So therefore value of x is equal to 3. So if we got the value of one of the variables, so here we have eliminated variable y and we got the value of x. So let us substitute x is equal to 3 in equation 1. What do we get? In place of x, we are going to write as 3. So 3 plus y is equal to 4. So therefore, y will be equal to 4 plus 3 from LHS will move on to RHS and become minus 3. And 4 minus 3 is 1. So therefore, the value of y is 1. So final answer would be 3, 1. The value of x comes always first. Okay. So value of x here is 3. Followed by value of y is 1. So 3, 1 is the solution of the given equation. I hope you have understood, my dear boys. Now let us move on to sub-question number 2. Here we have equation 2x plus y is equal to 5. Let's number that as equation 1. 3x minus y is equal to 5. Let's number this as equation 2. The very first step for elimination method is to locate the variable which you have to eliminate. And how do we locate that? By seeing the sign of those variable. It should be having opposite sign. So here in both the equation x is plus 2x and plus 3x. So we can't eliminate x. So what are we supposed to eliminate? Y. So y, because in the first equation y is plus 1 y, and in the second equation it is minus 1 y. So that means x is a variable which we have to eliminate. That was the first step. Secondly, you need to equate the coefficients. Coefficients means what? Those are the number which comes before the variable. So here for variable y, it is plus 1 in equation 1 and minus 1 in equation 2. So 1 and 1 is same. So luckily in this sum, the coefficient of variable y is already equated and given. So in that case, we have to directly start with addition. So now we are going to add equation 1 and 2. So when we add equation 1 and 2, like terms get added with like terms. So 3x plus 3, 2x plus 3x will be 5x. Plus y minus y gets cancelled. So in LHS we have 5x. Y goes away is equal to in RHS 5 plus 5 will be 10. Are we supposed to find the value of 5x? No, we require x. So we are going to shift multiplication x into the other side. If multiplicative x if goes on to the other side, it becomes division. So that's how we get x is equal to 10 upon 5. 10 and 5 both comes in 5 table. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So therefore the value of x is 2. Now we have to substitute the value of x as 2 in equation 1. You can consider any equation of your choice. Prefer the equation which has smaller coefficients. So here we have preferred to take equation 1. So in place of x we are going to write that 2. So it will be 2 inside the bracket 2 plus y is equal to 5. 2 bracket 2 means it's multiplication relation. They have multiplication relation between them. So 2 twos are is 4. 4 plus y is equal to 5. So therefore, variables on one side, numbers on to the other side. So y will remain there itself. Plus 4 from LHS will move on to RHS and becomes minus 4. Okay, and y is equal to 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. So therefore, the value of y is 1 plus 1. So now we got the value of both x and y. The final answer is a statement. The value of x is 2, comma, the value of y is 1 is the solution of the given equation. I hope you have followed, dear boys. Now let us move on to sub-question 3. Solution. 3x minus 5y is equal to 16. It's equation number 1. Let's number as 1. Then we have x minus 3y is equal to 8 is equation number 2. Now we have to locate the variable having opposite sign. Can you see the variable having opposite sign? No, this is something different. Either both x has positive sign, that is plus 3x and plus 1x, or the variable y is having negative sign. In equation 1 it has minus 5, in equation 2 it has minus 3. So in that case, what are we supposed to do? In that case, you are going to prefer any one of the variable, especially the one which has least coefficient. So which is the equation having least coefficient? That is equation number 2 has 1 as coefficient with variable x. So 1 is the least coefficient among 4 of them. Yes. So we are going to prefer equation 2. So we are going to prefer equating coefficient of variable x of equation 2 as 3, because equation 1 has 3x, so equation 2 should also get 3x. So we are going to multiply equation 2 by 3. We will get 3 into x will be 3x minus 3 into 3y will be 9y is equal to 3 into 8 is 24. Now let us number this as equation number 3. So equation number 3 is a modified form of equation 2. So now henceforth we are going to compare 1 and 3. Instead of 2 we are going to prefer 3. So equation 1 and 3 we are going to simplify. Now what are we going to supposed to do? In previous sums they had opposite sign, so we had added. Now they don't have opposite sign, they have same sign. That is 3 plus 3x minus 5y is equal to 16 in equation 1 plus 3x minus 9y is equal to 24 in equation 3. So in that case, if both are positive, we are supposed to do the opposite mathematical operation, that is subtraction. So now we are going to subtract equation 3 from equation 1. You should always subtract them, okay, if they have same sign. So let us do the subtraction. Now for the subtraction, can you see after equation 1 and 3 I have written there the signs. So for subtraction you have to place there as subtraction. So subtract 3 is plus, so when we multiply plus by minus it is minus. So minus sign is placed below 3x. Now minus 9 and minus becomes plus. So below 9 we are going to place plus sign. Then plus 24 minus, it becomes minus. So minus sign comes below 24. Now we have to eliminate plus 3x minus 3x goes away. Now what is left? Minus 5 plus 9. This plus sign goes to minus 9. So no longer it is minus 9, it becomes plus 9. So plus 9 minus 5 is plus 4. So in LHS we will have plus 4y is equal to. Now plus 16 minus 25 minus 24, as I told you all earlier, whenever we have opposite sign, we are always supposed to do subtraction. So 24 minus 16 gives you 8, and we are supposed to place greater number sign, and greater number here is 24, sign of 24 is minus, so the answer will get minus sign. So it will be minus 8. Are we supposed to find 4y? No, we need to find only y. So 4, which is in multiplicative relation, will shift onto the other side and becomes division. So y is equal to minus 8 upon 4. Minus 8 and 4 both comes in 4 table. It is 4, 1s are 4, 4 minus 2s is minus 8. So therefore the value of y is equal to minus 2. So now as we got the value of one of the variable, let us substitute this in the simplest equation to get the next variable, to get the value of the next variable. And here the simplest equation is 2. So substituting y is equal to minus 2, in equation 2 we get x minus 3. In place of y we are supposed to write minus 2. So that you have to place inside the bracket, is equal to 8. Now let's open up the bracket. X remains as it is. Minus 3 into minus 2. According to multiplication division rule, whenever we multiply same sign, we always get plus sign. If we multiplied opposite sign, we always get minus sign. And my dear students, please don't be confused with the rules of mathematical operation. Addition subtraction rule is different, multiplication division rule is different. If you want, I'll be sending you all the rules with this video. So therefore x plus 6 is equal to 8. So x is equal to variables on one side, numbers on to the other side. 8 remains there itself, plus 6 from LHS will move on to the other side and becomes minus 6. So 8 minus 6 is what? Plus 2. So therefore the value of x is plus 2. So now we got the value of y as minus 2. value of x is plus 2. Let's write the final answer in the form of statement. X is equal to 2, so it will be 2 comma, y is equal to minus 2, it will be 2 comma minus 2 is the solution of the given equation. Students, now let us move on to sub-question number 4. Now here we have 2y minus x is equal to 0, equation number 1. 10x plus 15y is equal to 105, equation number 2. So this is a solution where you have to number them as 1 and 2. Now if we compare both of them, in equation 2 if you look carefully, we have 10, 15 and 105. Now all these are the multiples of 5. So we can simplify equation 2 by dividing the entire equation by 5. So dividing both the side of equation 2 by 5, we get 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10. Okay. So dividing the entire equation 2 by 5, so 10x becomes 2x. Again, 5 ones are 5, 5 3s are 15. So 15y becomes 3y. Then on RHS we have 105. So when we divide that by 5, we get 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5. So it becomes 21. So now let's number this as equation 3, which is the modified form of equation 2. So equation 2 is modified. Now let us move on to equation 1. Now when we move on to equation 1, we have the value as 2y minus x is equal to 0. So what are we going to do is, we are going to equate the coefficient of variable x. So in equation 1, it is minus 1. But the modified, just now we have modified equation 3 and we got it as plus 2x. So it is always better to increase the number. So 2x will keep as it is in from equation 3, and let's increase the coefficient of variable x in equation 1 by multiplying the entire equation 1 by 2. So 2 into 2y is 4y, plus into minus is minus, 2 into x is minus 2x is equal to 2 into 0 is 0. So we'll get the equation as 4y minus 2x is equal to 0. But still, is it arranged? No, it is not in the standard form. So we have to frame them in the standard form. That is, first the x term, then y term, and then the constant on the other side of is equal to sign. So 2x will come first, followed by plus 4y is equal to 0. Now this is the modified form of equation 1. Let us number this as equation 2. So now we have modified both equation 1 and 2, and we have reduced them to equation 3 and 4. So further we are going to make use of equation 3 and 4 for solving it, for finding the value of unknown variables. So now as we have equated them, after equating, if you look at to the coefficient of x in equation 3 and 4, it is the same, but it has opposite sign. In equation 3 it has plus 2x, in equation 4 it has minus 2x. So whenever it has opposite sign, we are always supposed to add, then only it gets eliminated. So now we are going to add equation 3 and 4. So when we add equation 3 and 4, what do we get? 2x plus 2x minus 2x gets cancelled from LHS. What is left in LHS? 3y plus 4y, which becomes 7y. And in RHS we will get 21 plus 0 is 21. And 7y is equal to 21. But are we supposed to find value of 7y? No, we have to find the value of y. So therefore y is equal to 7 is in multiplicative relation on LHS. If it shifts on to RHS, it becomes division. So therefore y is equal to 21 upon 7. And 21 upon 7, both number comes in 7 table. So 7 ones are 7, 7 threes are 21. So therefore the value of y will be 3. So as now we got the value of y as 3, let us substitute this in the simplest equation, that is equation number 1. So substituting y is equal to 3 in equation 1, we will get 2 into y. So in place of y it has to be 3. So it will be 2 inside the bracket 3 minus x is equal to 0. 2 into 3 is 6. So 6 minus x is equal to 0. So let's keep 6 there itself and shift minus x onto the other side. Only then we will get a positive variable. And we are always supposed to find the value of positive variable. So when minus x shifts onto the RHS becomes plus x. And that's how we get 6 is equal to x. But the variable should come before. So we'll just modify them and write. So therefore x is equal to 6 is the solution for variable x. Okay, the value of variable x. So now let's write the final statement. Answer, x is equal to 6. So it will be 6 comma y is equal to 3. So it will be 6 comma 3 is the solution of the given equation. I hope you have understood, my dear boys. Now students, please make a note. We have only solved the first 4 sub-questions. 5th and 6th I have not solved it. You are supposed to do it as in homework. And whenever we have online session, we will discuss with you all in the online class. So you have to solve it in front of, show us in front of us, or we have to give us the answer when we teach all in online class. I hope you have understood. Okay. So the last 2 sub-questions, sub-question 5 and sub-question 6, you're going to do it as in homework. And you're going to apply which method? You're supposed to apply elimination method and solve it. My dear students, practice set 5.1, none of the questions were been deleted, wherein further there are certain sums which have been deleted in practice set 5.2 and also in problem set 5. But as and when I'll be teaching you all, I'll be telling you all the sums which are being deleted. Now, before wasting much of our time, I want you all to remember all of these points because the next part which we'll be doing is a word problem. So whenever we do word problems based on simultaneous equations, I want you all to remember these steps. So next time when we meet in online class, you have to be ready with these steps and you should be prepared. The very first step is solve the problem applying the following steps. So now we are going to begin with the first step. First step is read the given word problem carefully and try to understand it. So first, whenever you begin with a word problem, you first have to break them into statements, a bit by bit statements, and you have to, after breaking each and every segments, you have to understand well. Okay, and then as a whole. The next step, the second step, from given information, use proper variables for given quantities. So definitely it is linear equation in 2 variable. So you need to prefer 2 variables for the respective given quantities. So you'll have to prefer a proper variable. If say if it is x, the second variable has to be y. If say it is a, the second variable has to be b. If say it is n, the second variable have to be n. So accordingly, you'll have to prefer 2 variables for both the given quantities. Thirdly, form the mathematical statements from given variables. In the third step is an important step. Making use of the statements, you need to form them or convert them in the form of equation. And that is what you're going to solve further. So this step is the most important step forming the equation. Next, you are going to use suitable method to solve the equation, but we only have one method, that is elimination method. So you're going to stick to elimination method because substitution method is deleted for you all. And the fifth step is to find the solution. Okay, so what you will do, you will, for solution, what are you supposed to do? After framing the equation, you're going to follow the same technique. You're going to prefer or locate a variable which has opposite sign, and then secondly, you're going to equate the coefficients of variable having opposite sign. After equating that variable, you have to delete, that is, you have to eliminate, and you need to find the value of the other. And once you get the value of the other, you need to substitute on the simplest equation given, and you need to find the value of the other. So this way you will get both the values. And lastly, if at all you have difficulties, substitute the value of both in any one of the equation, and you should always get LHS equal to RHS. Only then your steps, framing of equation, solution will be correct. Otherwise, there would be any silly or mistakes. And after, when you verify if both LHS and RHS are equal, then you're supposed to write the answer. So these are the 5 steps which you're going to remember when we begin with the word problems. Now in word problems, you have sums based on following types. That is, the very first type is regarding age and numbers. So most word problem will have comparison of ages of 2 persons, father, mother, son, daughter, or any 2 persons age comparison would be there. Okay. Secondly, it will be based on fractions, money transaction, geometrical properties, speed, distance, or time. Now boys, this topic is really very important. Only if you understand this topic in this 9th standard, you will understand well in the next year, that is 10th standard. 10th standard also you have this topic. So please take up things seriously, try and understand and do it in a better manner. Follow your teacher's instruction and do it. Okay? Students, now let us begin with practice set 5.2, question number 1. Now this practice set is fully word problem based. Question number 1. In an envelope there are some 5 rupees notes and some 10 rupees notes. Total amount of these notes together is rupees 350. The number of 5 rupees notes are less by 10 then twice the number of 10 rupees notes. Then find the number of 5 rupees and 10 rupees notes. Let us begin with solution. The very first step is presume. So here the 2 quantities are 5 rupees notes and 10 rupees notes. So we have to presume 2 variables for them. Let us presume X number of 5 rupees notes and Y number of 10 rupees notes. So solution. Let the number of 5 rupees notes be X and that of 10 rupees note be Y. So now we have to frame the equation. Before framing the equation, let us get the exact value. That is, the value of X notes of 5 rupees will be rupees. 5 into 5 into X will be 5X. The value of Y notes of 10 rupees will be Y into 10, that will be 10Y. And it's a rupees, it will be rupees 10Y. Now let's consider the first condition. The total amount of these notes is given to be 350. So total amount means we have to add both the amounts. We have to add all the notes, 5 rupees notes and 10 rupees notes. Okay, so it will be 5x plus 10y is equal to 350. Now if you look at to the coefficients of this equation, we have 5 is common in all 3 of them. So let us divide the entire equation by 5. So 5x upon 5 will be x. 10y upon 5 will be 2y and 350 upon 5 will be 70. So let us number this as equation 1 because we got this equation 1 from the condition, the first condition, this first equation from the first condition. Let's number this as equation number 1. Now let us proceed further to frame equation number 2 by applying the second condition. The second condition, you are going to begin the statement from the third line. The number of 5 rupee note are less by 10. So the difference between 5 rupee and 10 rupee is 10. So it will be, whenever we are taking differences, we always subtract the lower value from the higher value. So here they have said twice the number of 10 rupee note. So 10 rupee note, the number of 10 rupee note is y. So twice of 10 rupee note will be 2y. So 2y value is greater and that of number of 5 rupee note is smaller. So we have to take the difference between them. So 2y and x, the difference will be subtraction. So we always subtract smaller value from the bigger value. So it will be 2y minus x. So when we do the difference between these number of notes, we get the value as 10. So that's why we have written there is equal to 10. Now let us modify the equation in the standard form. So according to standard form, x variable will come first, followed by y, then is equal to sign and then the number. So it will be minus x plus 2y is equal to 10. So let's number this equation as equation number 2. Now as when we look at to the coefficient, here the coefficients of variable x are equal and have opposite sign. So whenever it has opposite sign and it is equal, we directly add them. So now we are going to add them. So the next step is adding equation 1 and 2. So when we add equation 1 and 2, what do we get? Equation 1 is x plus 2y is equal to 70 is equation 1. Minus x plus 2y is equal to 10 is equation 2. So here when we add plus x minus x goes away, it gets eliminated, it cancel each other. We have only y variable left out and that will be 2y plus 2y will be 4y. So in LHS we will get 4y and in RHS 70 plus 10 is 80. So we get it as 4y is equal to 80. But are we supposed to find the value of 4y? No, we only need the value of y. So shifting y which has multiplication relation with y, shifting 4 which has multiplicative relation with y onto the other side, it becomes division. So therefore y is equal to 80 upon 4. Now 80 and 4 both comes in 4 table. So they will be divisible by 4. It will be 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So it will be 4 20s are will be 80. So now we got the value of y is equal to 20. Now as we got the value of one of the variable, now let us substitute in the simplest equation. And here the simplest equation is equation number 1. So substituting the value of y as 20 in equation 1, we get it as x plus 2y is equal to 70. So it will be x plus 2. Inside the bracket, value of y is 20. So it will be x plus 2 in the bracket 20 is equal to 70. Now let us open up the bracket. X plus 2 into 20 will be 40. So x plus 40 is equal to 70. So therefore x is equal to variable on one side, numbers onto the other side. Plus 40 will shift onto the other side and becomes minus 40. So x is equal to 70 minus 40. 70 minus 40 is 30. So therefore the value of x is 30. Now we got both the values x and y as 30. Now if you have to verify, substitute the value of x as 30 and that of the value of y as 20, you should get LHS equivalent to RHS. Only when our derivation of the equation and the solution step would be right. So therefore, now the statement would be, the final answer would be, there are 30 notes because x is 30, 30 notes of 5 rupees each, and y is equal to 20, so 20 notes of 10 rupees each. Thank you, boys.